Good evening, guys. Hello, good evening.
Boss.
All right.
Boss.
Hello?
Hey. So yesterday we stopped at the market maker cycle using consolidation method to count our levels. And and we used the consolidation method to determine what you will be trading today, and we were specific about pounds, US dollars, which actually went the way we predicted today. But today we are going to be teaching ourselves another method of counting the mechanical cycle, which is what we call the pullback method of counting levels. Yesterday we did consolidation method. So today we are doing the pullback method of counting the market makers cycle or levels. So this pullback is what we have when we draw the market maker cycle. Now we always say that our MAAW appears as this. A, right? A, then W. Pullback is a moment of rest in the market, whereby market pulls back, like market kind of retraces back a bit, you get. So this period, we call it period of resting. Then after market has rested for some time, it will start going to its normal direction. So now it is more of retracement. Now we have what? We have M, right? Market will retrace back a bit, then move on, retraces back a bit, then move on to give us what? Peak formation. So it is also the same thing as for an uptrend. For example, if we have W, V, V, then M. So sometimes this method and the first method, which is the consolidation method of counting levels, they kind of are they kind of are the same. Let me say they are the same thing. You get. Now, for example, yesterday we were talking about, we said that if we had M, we expect to get to a point, then pull back a bit, then continue the movement, then pull back a bit, continue the movement, then we have a peak formation. Now this area, sometimes it won't consolidate for a very long time. You just see the pullback, the market will continue its normal movement. You understand? So that is what we see as pullback in counting the mechanical cycle. Now let us go to our screen to view this. Let us see if we can get this on our screen, in our chart. Now, let's go to CST. Okay. So yesterday our market was around this area. Oh, sorry. When we are having the meeting, market was around this area also. Then I said that today we will be expecting market. There was a zone here that we will be expecting market to do what? To come to this area, then buy. You understand? So this morning, by the time market touched this point, it just what? It rejected and started buying. There was a zone here which it broke. After breaking the zone, market came down. Now came back to test that low. There's a previous low here which market tested, but then this is not where we are going for today. So after testing the this thing, the market started going bullish. Now right now market is here. If we are lucky enough, market might just do this tomorrow, then come down here. If we are lucky enough, they will still give us an entry. So if they should come to this zone tomorrow, it is that what we will be buying pounds USD from this area. But that's not where we are going for today. We are still under the pullback method of counting the market maker cycle. Now, let's assume this is our peak formation area, right? Market got here, pulled back to rest, right? Market got here, pulled back to rest, right? The market did this. There's a reason why you won't mind this. Why? Because it still falls in the same area as this area. You understand? So after this, we had a peak formation low. The market came here, give us this. By the time we get to peak reset, you understand what happened in this area. What happened? Why did market reject from this area? By the time we get there, it will become clearer. But for now, the pullback method of counting market makers cycle or market makers level is identifying places where market rests. Let me go to 1 hour time frame. Where market is resting before it continues its original direction or its original trend. So we don't have much of this. Now let us assume we have this, right? We have this, right? Consolidated for some time. The market came down. By the time it got here, it pulled back a bit and gave us this. Now, yesterday when we were talking about this different methods of counting levels, I said that you should at least know 2 methods of counting levels. So when you know these 2 methods, when you have perfected 2 methods of counting levels, you'll be able to confluence them very well. Now, this is consolidation. This is consolidation in this area, right? But after this consolidation, the next thing they did was to give us this pullback. You understand? They didn't consolidate, they rather gave us pullback. So pullback is just simply this. Market giving us this, goes back a bit, and does what? Yeah, now, tomorrow, we've seen this, we had peak reset. So market might just come here to start weekly reversal. But then that's on a very long thing. But for now, tomorrow we expect that what? If GU, this pound USD should reject here perfectly here tomorrow, we expect market to do what? To go up, probably pull back, and give us a formation high. But then there's another way to analyze that to get better. But for now, we are still treating pullback method of counting the cycle. Pullback method of counting the cycle. Okay, the chart on Euro USD and pound USD are almost the same thing. Okay, they have examples here. Right, peak formation. Look at this area. Market did what? It pulled back before it gave us this, and give us this. So this area we had our W here. Now, by the time we get to the last one, which is Asian box stacking, there is another method that we use to identify these levels. So that's why you won't have to you won't have to depend solely on one. Now, this is one, this is two. So these are peak formation loop, right? After peak formation loop, we add this pullback. We add this, but then it is still within a level. Now, by the time we get to Asian box stacking and also using ADR to count levels, this area will become clearer. This kind of level or this kind of cycle will become clearer. Now, after this, we add what? We add something that looks like peak formation, even when we've not had a complete mechanical cycle, or when we've not had something that looks like a complete mechanical cycle. Then we add this. After this, what happened? And it started dropping, then dropping, then dropping, and give us this level, and give us this, give us this. Okay, let's see. See what happened after them. See what happened after them. Using consolidation method, and let's go back to this area. Then look at what happened after here. Market came back here to do what? To give us this our desired peak formation. But for now, let us just assume this particular mathematical cycle is not completed till it's reversed. Let's just assume it is not completed now until we get to other methods of counting levels. So let's assume this mathematical cycle is not completed before it's reversed. It's not completed before it's reversed. Then the later, probably months later or weeks later, they came back to give us what? The peak formation around here. But that's what we are going for tonight. Let's keep on looking for pullbacks. The pullback method of counting the mathematical cycle. This is more 4 hours effect. PFL. Though this is not a perfect example of using pullback to count level. So market came here, dropped, right? Pulled back, dropped, pulled back, then give us this first leg, second leg, then started giving us this. Now this is what this is our M area, right? Dropped, right? It breaks, it broke away from here, from this whole area. When we broke away from that whole area, then we know that we have left what peak formation area. We should start looking for what? Level 1, right? Level 2, right? Level 3. This particular cycle will be best counted on 4-hour time frame, but then that will be when we get to time frame blending. But for now, just see your pullbacks as where we are currently in this course. Let's go to what's happening right now. Okay. Then we get to peak reset. You understand better what happened here. Why did market rejected from here, and it is doing this? Why? That will be answered when we get to peak reset. But then for now, let's look for more pullbacks. Just in a perfect process. There are some that you will see almost every time. There are some that you won't see. Okay, I think this one is cool, you know. This particular area. This is a pullback. You can see market was coming down with force, but it's just a point. It did what? It pulled back and continued its movement. You understand? So this is what we call pullback. So it doesn't happen often like that. You understand? You won't see it often like that. So what you will see most times is that consolidation method. Now you have to like perfect that consolidation method with one other method. So to have high probability sector. I think that is all for tonight. Any question, please? Any question? What is talking?
Hello, boss. Sorry, I just got here. I had another meeting, so I had to just go there quickly and before join this one. So
Oh,
if it won't take you a little much time, can you just please just give me brief summary about what you did? If it won't be too much bother, or better say I could listen to the what's it called recording if that would take too much time.
okay. Okay. What we are currently teaching is the pullback method of counting the market maker cycle, and we said that our market maker cycle is like this. We have what M, A, then W. Now this pullback method, it is usually found more. We usually find them more or on volatility indices market. So it is very common on volatility indices market. But then for forex market, let's see. Now I said that pullbacks are period in market time whereby market rest, or let me say market retraces back. It retraces or rest in order for it to continue its original trend. Now, for example, now market is supposed to be a bullish market. It is supposed to be a buying market. The market forms a peak formation loop, right? Market moves on, gets to a point, pulls back to rest, retraces, it rests or it retraces, then continue its movement, then retraces, then continue its movement. Then we have what? Then we have peak formation high. Then we also said that it's not really common to see market to just pull back a bit, then continue its movement. In a lot of cases, you'll be having more of market consolidating than more of market just giving us a simple pullback, then continue its trend. And samples of this can be found on our chart, but then it won't be as common as we find consolidation. Look at it. This is the peak here, peak formation high. Now, this is a consolidation here. This is a consolidation here. But then by the time market got to this point, market did what? It reversed, like it reversed for some time before it continued its movement. Now, if we are to count the market maker's cycle, so we might get confused here with what is happening because we only got to a peak formation, market drop, give us this pullback, and give us this. But for some people, they'll count this as their pullback. But then I would not have counted this personally. I would not have counted it personally. But then some people would have counted it, you understand, as level 1, then level 2, then level 3. But I would not have counted it personally. So by the time we further in this course, you understand more things which will explain this kinds of movement. What are the other things that may be responsible for this kinds of movement in the market, whereby we do not have the complete market maker cycle and market reverses almost at the beginning of the trend, or let me say at level 2, then you see market reversing. So examples of pullbacks on our chart this. Okay. Market got here, right? Pullback, right? Got here, pullback, right? Got here, pullback, right? But then for consolidation method, we know that these are peak formation, right? This is one consolidation. That's why you have to first understand this consolidation method of counting levels before you can confluence it with other ones. Now this is what level 2, then we have what level 3. After level 3, what do you expect? Market to reverse. But that's all we are going for tonight. We are just here to show you various pullbacks in the market. Various pullbacks in the market. This is one here. You can see W pullback, but it is more about consolidation, right? The market goes up, pulls back, and give us what peak formation. Understand? So the point is that just know different methods of counting levels. Now, for example, this is a consolidation here, but this is a pullback here. So sometimes you can have something like this: W consolidation, right? The market breaks away from it, then pulls back, and give us peak formation. So that's why it is very important for us to understand these different methods of counting levels. Then we use them at the appropriate time when they appear on our chart. So that is that for tonight. Any question, please? Any question, please? Can anybody hear me?
No question from my end, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you for taking the time to explain.
All right, you're welcome, sir. I hope everyone got this particular class. I hope you learned one or two more things. Nobody's talking. People are not talking. Other people are not talking. Okay, so that means that we all got tonight's class till tomorrow, which will be the last class for this week before our analysis class on Sunday. See you again, same time, and if there will be a change of time, I'll let you know. I'll announce. So
till Sunday, right?
Till tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Okay, tomorrow. Oh,
it should either be tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it should either be tomorrow or Friday. So anyhow,
okay,
it should do. I will announce on the group.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome, sir. Have a nice night, everyone.
And you too. Good night.